Dear ladies and gentlemen, every day life gives us 24 hours, not 1 second more, not 1 second less, and in those hours lies a choice. Do we spend them watching, waiting, wishing, or do we build? You don't become strong by accident. You don't grow by chance. You grow because you chose to build yourself, even when it was easier to break down. You build when no one is clapping. You build when the doors are shut. You build when your energy is low and your heart is heavy. Because greatness is not found in a single moment, it's formed in the discipline of daily decisions. The world will try to define you, confine you, and redesign you. But when you build yourself daily, you're not waiting for validation, you're becoming the proof. The proof that pressure creates diamonds, that struggle is sacred, that consistency wins over talent. Let me tell you something. If you're willing to build in silence, you will shine in places they said you'd never reach. So today, right now, is your construction site. It's time to pick up the tools of discipline, vision, courage, and faith, because the best version of you isn't born, it's built. 10 key points of the speech: build yourself daily. 1. Discipline is the foundation of transformation. Nothing changes until your habits do. Growth doesn't happen through feelings. It happens through discipline. When you train your mind to show up even when your mood doesn't, you are laying bricks for a future built on self-control and intention. Discipline says, I don't need to feel it to do it. You don't need perfect conditions to make progress. You need consistency. 2. Build in private what you want to shine in public. The strongest buildings are constructed underground before anyone sees the walls rising. Your personal development is no different. Build your character in quiet moments. Study, pray, reflect, train, forgive, heal, and when the spotlight finally hits you, you won't just look ready. You will be ready. 3. Stop waiting for motivation. Start moving with purpose. If you're waiting to feel like building, you'll always be behind. Motivation is a visitor. Purpose is a resident. When you know why you're building, the how becomes easier. Wake up with direction. Move with vision. Live like your purpose is depending on today, because it is. 4. Growth happens outside of your comfort zone. You cannot build the future you dream about while living in the comfort zone. That's killing your progress. Stretching hurts, but stagnation is worse. Every time you feel discomfort, remind yourself, this is the sound of construction. Let your discomfort be confirmation, not that you're failing, but that you're building. 5. You are not behind. You are under construction. Stop comparing your progress to someone else's results. You're not late. You're building. You're shaping something solid while they're showing something hollow. Trust your timing. Trust your blueprint. God doesn't build speed. He builds strength, and strength takes time. 6. Small steps create strong structures. Don't underestimate the power of doing one thing every day. 1 page, 1 rep, 1 prayer, 1 risk, brick by brick, step by step. You're stacking habits that will eventually become your lifestyle. What seems small today becomes monumental tomorrow. Keep showing up. 7. Build with what you have, not what you lack. Stop waiting for more money, more support, or more confidence. The greatest builders started with what they had. Your voice, your story, your effort. These are tools. Don't wait until conditions are perfect to begin. Build with broken pieces if you have to. Just don't stop building. 8. Tear down what no longer serves you before you build new strength. You must demolish old lies. Break down the voices in your head that say you're not enough. Tear down the limiting beliefs. Renovation starts with removal. You can't build a masterpiece on top of a mess. So clean the site and make room for something greater. 9. Daily effort will outlast occasional inspiration. Success doesn't come from what you do once. It comes from what you repeat. Emotion may get you started, but discipline will keep you going. Even when you don't feel it, build anyway. Some of your best growth will come from the days you almost quit, but didn't. 10. The person you're becoming is worth the fight. Every day you show up and build yourself. You're investing in someone you haven't fully met yet. And let me tell you, that future version of you is worth every tear, every doubt, every late night and early morning. Don't stop now. Your legacy is being built, one decision at a time. Would you like this speech turned into a video script, carousel post, short-form clip ideas, or Urdu English version? Certainly. Here's key point 1 from the speech expanded into a deep, powerful, long-form section in the style of Stephen Furtick, without subtitle or conclusion. Discipline is not exciting. It doesn't get applause. It's not flashy or dramatic, but it is the very thing that holds your future together. You see, so many people want the reward without the routine. They want the elevation without the excavation. They want the spotlight, but not the structure that sustains it. The truth is nothing changes until you do. And change doesn't begin with feelings. It begins with a decision that gets repeated, even on the days when your energy is low and your heart is not in it. Discipline is that quiet, hidden muscle you strengthen when no one's looking. It's the alarm clock that goes off before the sun comes up. It's the journal you write in when your mind is foggy. It's the moment you say no to a temporary comfort in order to say yes to your long-term calling. That's discipline, and it's not easy, because discipline doesn't ask you how you feel. It demands action even when your emotions are exhausted. People think transformation is an event, but it's not. Transformation is a process. It's the result of daily, sometimes painful repetition. The gym of your spirit is open every morning, and every morning you have to decide. Will you lift the weight of responsibility, or will you bench press your excuses? Because excuses are the enemy of growth, and discipline is the doorway to greatness. You don't stumble into purpose. You don't drift into excellence. You walk into it one hard step at a time and let's be honest, there will be mornings when you don't feel like it. There will be moments when your flesh screams for ease, when your mind justifies procrastination, when your fears make quitting seem more logical than continuing. But that's when you need discipline the most. When your feelings start negotiating your future, discipline steps in like a shield and says, we don't serve feelings, we serve purpose. Because when you live by discipline, you no longer depend on mood swings to determine your movement. You are not ruled by the weather of your emotions. You are rooted in your identity, grounded in your values, and guided by your vision. Discipline doesn't always make you feel good in the moment, but it always builds something good in the long run. The results may not come today, and that's okay, because when you build with discipline, you're investing in a version of yourself that your current self hasn't even fully met yet. So if you're tired today, good. That means you've been working. If you're sore, that means you're stretching. If you feel like quitting, that means you're close to breaking through. Don't stop now. Discipline isn't glamorous, but it is glorious. And the best part, it doesn't take talent. It doesn't require applause. All it takes is your daily decision to keep building, brick by brick, choice by choice, day by day. Let me know if you'd like key point 2 expanded in the same powerful style. Certainly, here is key point 2 expanded in full, written in a long, emotionally resonant and powerful tone without a subtitle or conclusion, and in the style of Stephen Furtick. What you do in private matters more than what people see in public. We live in a culture that craves exposure. Everyone wants to be seen, known, liked, validated, but exposure without preparation is dangerous. Visibility without stability will collapse you. The most powerful people you see aren't powerful because of what they show publicly, they're powerful because of what they've built privately. Behind every overnight success is a long season of unseen struggle, uncelebrated effort, and lonely obedience. You don't train for battle on the battlefield. You train in silence. You train in the dark, when no one's watching, when your name is unknown, when your gifts feel hidden, when your voice feels unheard. That's when the real building happens. That's when God is shaping you not for the stage, but for the strength you'll need once you're on it. The applause doesn't build you. The spotlight doesn't shape you. The secret place does. And some of the greatest victories you'll ever experience will happen where no one is clapping, just you, your decisions, and your God. You can't fake what you haven't practiced. You can't perform what you haven't rehearsed in silence. That's why some people crumble when the pressure rises, because they tried to be seen before they were strong. But when you build in private, you're not shaken by public pressure. You've been here before, just in a different form. You've fought this giant before, just in your prayer life. You've walked through this storm before, just in your disciplines. You've been doing the hard things quietly, faithfully, even when it didn't seem like they were producing results. Don't despise the season where it feels like no one sees you. Don't curse the chapters where it seems like no one hears you. These are the most sacred seasons of your growth. Because privacy gives you permission to fail quietly, to improve without embarrassment, to grow roots deep into the ground so that when the wind hits your branches, you won't break. It's in the quiet seasons that your character is developed, your mindset is sharpened, your heart is tested. And if you pass the test in silence, you'll be able to stand in the noise. There's a reason most of your life is lived off camera, because you are not just a performance, you are a process. And process requires privacy. It requires patience. It requires the courage to keep going when there's no affirmation, no feedback, no celebration. That's what separates those who build for the moment from those who build for eternity. Anybody can be loud, but not everybody can be consistent. Anybody can post success, but not everybody can sustain it. So don't just chase moments of being seen, build a life that can withstand the weight of being known. Build integrity in secret, build discipline in silence, build prayer behind closed doors, build your vision when no one believes in it yet. Because what you build in private, God will use in public. And when that moment comes, you won't need to act like you belong. You'll know you do, because you didn't fake it. You built it. Let me know when you're ready for key point 3 and I'll expand it in the same bold and heartfelt tone. Absolutely. Here is key point 3 fully expanded in a bold, passionate, and deeply motivational style without a subtitle or conclusion. In the voice and rhythm of Stephen Furtick's style. If you wait for motivation, you'll miss your moment. Motivation is emotional, it comes and goes like the wind. Some mornings you wake up and you feel like conquering the world. Other days you wake up feeling like the world is conquering you. That's why purpose must be stronger than your feelings. Because purpose isn't seasonal. Purpose doesn't fluctuate with mood swings. Purpose doesn't check your emotional forecast before demanding your full attention. Purpose says, show up regardless. So many people are sitting on potential because they're waiting to feel like moving. They're waiting for the right vibe, the perfect time, or the inspiring moment. But life doesn't wait for your inspiration to align with your intention. You have to move first . You have to act before it feels good . If you only work when you feel like it, your growth will always be hostage to your emotions. You'll stay stuck in cycles of starting and stopping, beginning with excitement and ending with excuses. That's not how builders think. Builders understand that movement creates momentum. Even the smallest action can spark a fire. One decision to get out of bed on time, one choice to write a paragraph, one step toward the goal that's been intimidating you. When you move, even without motivation, something begins to shift inside of you. Energy follows movement, confidence follows action, and sometimes the very motivation you're waiting for is on the other side of the discipline you're resisting. Your purpose was never meant to be passive. It's not something you just sit around and wait to arrive. Purpose is something you step into, something you pursue, something you build piece by piece, hour by hour, even when the emotional high is long gone. You don't need to feel ready to get started. You just need to start, because readiness isn't a feeling, it's a mindset. And the most powerful mindset you can adopt is this. Asterisk, I may not feel it, but I'm doing it anyway. Asterisk, the enemy of your progress isn't failure, it's hesitation. It's paralysis by analysis. It's overthinking, overplanning, overweighting. You don't need another sign. You don't need another confirmation. You don't need another motivational quote. What you need is a decision. A line in the sand, a choice to asterisk move asterisk. Purpose isn't something you receive when you feel worthy, it's something you walk into while you're still trembling. Some of the most important things you'll ever do will happen when you feel the least qualified, the least energized, the least capable. But it's in those moments where your asterisk why asterisk has to speak louder than your asterisk worry asterisk. Why did you start? Why does this matter? Who are you doing this for? Because when you're grounded in your why, you can push through any what, any how, any now. You stop living by impulse and start living by intention. Purpose is stubborn. It doesn't negotiate with your tiredness. It doesn't shrink when you feel small. It doesn't disappear when the journey gets long. And if you have the courage to keep showing up, to keep moving forward, to keep building even when you don't feel inspired, that's when purpose begins to show itself. That's when you realize you don't need more motivation, you just need to be more faithful. Because people who build don't wait for the perfect day. They asterisk make asterisk the day count. They don't chase feelings, they chase calling. And every single time you choose purpose over emotion, you're not just doing a task, you're becoming a person. A builder, a finisher, a fighter. Someone who doesn't wait for the world to hand them momentum, but creates it with their own two hands. Let me know when you're ready for asterisk asterisk, key point 4 asterisk asterisk. I'll continue in the same tone and style. Of course, here's asterisk asterisk, key point 4 asterisk asterisk, fully expanded in long, passionate, and high-impact form in a powerful, emotionally driven style, without a subtitle or conclusion. Comfort is a silent killer. It doesn't shout, it doesn't scream, it whispers, it tells you to take it easy. It tells you that you've done enough, even when you've barely scratched the surface of your potential. It convinces you that risk is dangerous, that failure is fatal, that staying safe is wisdom, but it's lying to you, because nothing extraordinary has asterisk ever asterisk been built in a comfort zone. Your calling was never meant to be cozy. It was meant to asterisk cost you something. Asterisk growth begins the moment you step beyond what feels familiar. The problem is, we confuse comfort with peace, but comfort and peace are not the same thing. Peace is found in purpose, comfort is found in passivity. Peace fuels your spirit, comfort numbs it. And if you spend your life chasing comfort, you'll spend your future wondering what could have been if you had just dared to get uncomfortable. You want to build something great. Then get used to discomfort. Get used to your heart racing. Get used to your hands shaking. Get used to doubt whispering in your ear while faith shouts from your soul. Because the discomfort you feel right before you step out asterisk, that's the sign you're in the right place asterisk. The discomfort you feel when you take a leap asterisk, that's your capacity expanding asterisk. That tension in your chest before you make the phone call, apply for the opportunity, or speak the truth asterisk, that's proof you're growing asterisk. Most people run from discomfort, not realizing they're running from the very thing that could change their lives. We want growth without pressure. We want strength without resistance. But muscles don't build in ease, they build under tension. And your faith, your focus, your future, all of it grows through the weight of discomfort. That's why pain is part of the process. That's why setbacks are sacred. Because every time you face what scares you, you steal its power to stop you. The greatest chapters of your life won't be written in seasons where everything went your way. They'll be written in the moments you kept showing up when nothing made sense, when it hurt, when it stretched you, when it demanded more than you thought you had. That's the construction zone of destiny. It's messy, it's noisy, it's inconvenient, but that's where foundations are laid. That's where identities are formed. That's where faith gets forged into fire. You'll never know who you truly are until you're forced to become someone you've never been. And that transformation doesn't happen in safety. It happens in storms. In stretching, in surrender, discomfort doesn't mean you're doing something wrong. It often means you're finally doing something real. So if your life feels heavy right now, if your path feels uncertain, if your decisions feel risky, you might not be lost you might be building . Because here's what discomfort really is. It's evidence that the walls around your potential are being pushed outward. That you're not settling, that you're not stuck, that you're moving, shifting, expanding, that you are not content with who you were because you've caught a glimpse of who you're becoming, and the gap between the two will always feel uncomfortable. So lean in, embrace it. Don't wait for things to get easier, decide to get stronger. Don't wish for the pain to pass, choose to grow through it. Let every moment of discomfort become a brick in the foundation of your next level. Because no one ever built a legacy from a place of ease. They built it from the edge, from the stretch, from the fire, from the discomfort they refused to run from.